our class today. I want to show you guys a short, I want to show all of you about a short video about the learning topic that we are going to go through today. So I ask all of your attention towards the content of this video and pay more attention towards the speaker also. Okay? So here we go.
Who, when you ask about people. Where, when you ask about location. When you ask about date or time. How, when you ask about the process. Why, when you ask about actions or intents. Which, when you ask about options. Who.
Alright. So after watching this short video, does all of you have any remember anything about it? Because we have learned the technique, the 5W plus 1H technique last week. So I want to recap all of this in this video. So yeah. How do you think about the speaker?
Speaker will speak slow.
The speaker speaks slowly and then Daniel,
He articulates his words very nice.
he articulates his words very nice. And then Esther, he speaks very well, very clearly. That's it. So as we can see, the speaker speaks very clearly in this video, which are important in our lesson today. So the learning objective for today is to build students, which is all of you, understanding on speaking based on the technique. Here we go. 5W plus 1H and speaking technique. Nazrin, can you tell me about what the 5W is and the 1H is?
And the 5W stands for what, where, when, who, and why. And then the 1H stands for how.
Wow, brilliant! Nazrin. I like it. So all of that is correct. So the 5W stands for what, where, why, who, when, and the 1H is about how. So the first one, what? So the first one is usually we talk about the problem, about what is going on and what is the problem. And then next one is where. Where does the event or anything happen? And the third one is why. The reason why the event is happening, depending on the context. Who is the person? Who is the subject in that matter? And when usually we connect it with time. So when is it happening? Is it usually connects it with time lah. And how to solve the issue. It is also depending on the context. So here we go. The speaking techniques that I want all of you to try and practice it in your speech. So here is the acronym that I have created, which is VISNU. V stands for voice projection. It is important to speak loudly and clear enough for people to listen. We as a speaker should speak loudly and clear enough for our listeners so that they will not have any confusion or causing misunderstanding. The second one is I. I stands for intonation, which is high, medium, lower pitch. And the S stands for speaking pace. It is the speed of speaking. while we speak, we cannot speak too fast or hastily because the level of proficiency of our audience is varied. So we should speak in medium pace. And the N stands for non-verbal communication, which is, we can refer it to eye contact and hand gestures. And the last one is U. Understand the contents, which is, it is important for us to know about what we are talking about, so that we do not move far away from our topic, just like that. So, do you have any questions about this?
No, sir.
No, sir? Really? Is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Alright. So, moving on to the next part, which is, let's do a speaking practice. In this part, I ask maybe a few of you to speak by reading this short paragraph, and I want to see how well best you can speak. So, Ahmad Daniel, can I ask you to speak?
Health is the biggest wealth. It helps us to enjoy all the little things in life.
Sorry for interrupting. So Daniel, as I have explained it earlier, while we speak, we must include intonation. Yeah. Intonation, speaking pace, and voice projection. So let me mimic it first for you, and then can you follow up with me?
Okay.
So, health is the biggest wealth.
Health is the biggest wealth.
It helps us to enjoy all the little things in life.
It helps us to enjoy all the little things in life.
So,
If one is not healthy, they fail to feel happy. Being unhappy can impact the health of people around us too. In order to be truly healthy, one must eat well, sleep on time, and wake up early. Staying fit by exercising daily also helps to keep one's health in proper check.
thank you, Daniel. So that is how we speak. We must include all of these speaking techniques in our speaking skills. So I hope you all remember the acronym that I have made for you, which is the VISDO. The first thing that we should put attention while we speak is the voice projection. And then I stands for intonation, S speaking pace and non-verbal communication such as eye contact and hand gestures, and U understanding the contents. So let's do a little bit practice in our class. Right? So in this class activity, I ask all of you to partner up as a pair with your friends that are close enough for you, next to each other. So you guys make it as your partner. activity, I ask all of you which have received my the worksheet. So, do you guys notice that there are a little bit difference that you did not receive the same worksheet? Alright. So, each one of you complete the blanks here using the techniques that you have learned, which is 5 W's plus 1 H. So I want all of you to complete these 2 worksheets, and then after all of you have done, I want all of you to cross check each other works and speak to each other according to their works. Right? So I will give all of you 10 minutes to finish this. Do you have any questions?
Oh man.
Oh really? Alright. So you can guys, all of you can start. Julian, are you okay? Huh? When is it happening? Yes. So where is the problem? It shows the confusion. Alright, time's up. So I want all of you to cross check with each other about with your parents. Yes. Alright. So let's check the answer. Nazrin, whose paper did you got from?
I think it's from Esther.
So first one, can you read the question?
The problem is overly poison junk foods. So the question is, the first one is, junk is the problem. Her answer is, what is the problem?
So the answer here is what?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is correct. What about the next one?
Next one is, where does that happen?
Where does that happen? Yes, it shows the location of the event. Right, so the next one is the answer.
Why is that happening?
Why is that happening? Great. That is also correct. Next one.
Next one is, when is it happening?
When is it happening? That is also correct. And the last one is how to solve. How to solve. Wow. Esther, you really did a great job. Daniel,
Yes, sir.
whose paper did you got there?
I got Nazrin's paper.
What it is about? Is it about this one? Sleep that night?
No.
No, sir. Also openly consume junk foods.
Alright, so never mind. Esther, does you got the paper about this issue? Yes. Alright, so may I ask you what is the first problem? What is the first answer here?
What is the problem?
What is the problem? Yes, that is correct. The next one is
Where does it happen?
where does that happen? Right. The next one is
Why does it happen?
why is that happening? Next one is
When is it happening?
and right. And then the last one is
How
also
to solve?
how to solve. Right. pretty score in this practice, so let's moving on to the little bit other activity. So I will pass the paper for all of you. Our last activity here. So here it is. I will explain the instructions later. So here, the questions here ask all of you to construct your own sentences based on the provided. Sorry, we got a little bit mistake here. It is 5W plus 1H method, and the problem provided is unfinished homework. So let's see for the first question. Who is the person? Who shows the first person view about a person. So we can relate it as any one of us, our friend, or any of our connection that we know. So look at here. Jaden is my friend, as well as one of my classmates. It shows Jaden is a person, right? So it is correct. So I want all of you to complete this, the rest of this question, by constructing your own sentences regarding the problem. Alright? In your own words, in your own sentences. Do you guys understand? Yes. Okay. So I will give you 10 minutes to finish this activity. Right? Do you have any questions? No? You may start now.
Sir,
Yes?
so the problem is the unfinished homework.
Yes, that's correct.
So for the first one, for the second question, what is the problem? We can all agree the problem is Jaden have unfinished homework.
That's correct.
So like, how about the other four questions? Like, can we do it from our own point of view or own opinion? And
Yeah, you can apply all of your opinions here, depending on yourself. Right?
so whatever is the reason depends on us.
Yes. Just do it on your, based on your opinion. Right? Hands up. So I asked Nazrin, if you provide your answer here, so according to this context, what is the problem? What did you put here?
Well, the problem is Jaden did not finish his homework.
Jaden did not finish his homework, right? Daniel?
Number 2, for example.
Yeah.
He left his homework untouched.
He left his homework untouched. Then, Esther?
He knows his
He
ignores.
ignores his homework, right? So I see there is a little bit difference in your answer. That's fine.
So the next one, Nazri, where does that happen?
This happened at Jaden's home.
At Jaden's home. And then
Connect it with the why is that happening?
what is
Because
happening?
why? Because Jaden is lazy.
Because Jaden is lazy.
Yeah.
So I personally think that I recommend you to use other words instead of lazy. Alright? For example, you can use he is busy practicing in his sport club. So instead of using lazy, you can use other words. Right? So when is it happening?
It happens when he starts to hang out with bad friends.
So you said that the problem occurred because he started to hang out with the bad friends, right? So how to solve it? What is your advice?
Jaden should stop hanging out with bad friends.
Jaden should start hanging out with bad friends, right? That's good work here. So Daniel, how about you?
So
Where does that happen?
this happens most likely at his house.
Right? Right. And why is that happening?
It happens because he feels sad.
Why does he feel sad? When is it happening?
It started when he lost his pet.
So he lost his dog and then he is sad and then he did not finish his homework. So according to your point of view, how to solve the issue?
He should see school counselor to have a discussion.
Your discussion. Great idea.
And the last one,
Esther, where does that happen?
This happens at his house.
At his house. Right. Why is that happening?
He spends most of his time on video games.
He spends most of his time playing video games. And that's why he ignore his homework. So when is it happening?
It happens whenever he has his leisure time.
Whenever he has leisure time. So how do you think to solve the issue?
He should limit his time spent on video games.
You should limit time spent on the video game.
so I see all of you have different point of view about this context. So I am very proud of you about your homework today. So applause of yourself. So yeah, I really proud of you and good job everyone, good job. So this is the end of our class and I want to recap about what we have done today. So what is the 5W plus 1H? The first one is what? What? Right? Good. And then second one is who? Okay, good. Third one is when. When. Fourth one is why. Why. Yes. Fifth one is where. So this one, what is it? H.
How.
How. That's correct. So one more thing. What are the speaking techniques that you have learned today? Vishnu. Vishnu. V stands for voice projection.
Voice projection.
So I stands for
Intonation.
Space.
Alright, speak in pairs. N stands for
Non-verbal communication.
Yes.
non-verbal. And the last one is you.
Understand the context.
Yes. You need to understand. Yeah, so yeah, this is the end of our class. Thank you for all of your attention. See you next time.
Thank you, sir.
That's the first thing.
Mana tak jadi guna?
Meminta gaji seperti itu.
Saya gaji ni dari pagi sini.